Hello guys, how's it going? Rodrigo here, your favorite engineering teacher. I want to show you how to make a part, and we are going to make this part right here, and then these guys you will download from Canvas and make them on your own. Okay, I will show you on Canvas that you can download these guys here. I'm gonna take this one off. I want you to make that one. I'm gonna show you how to make it so you can download these guys here and start dimensioning them. All right, so first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to create a new project for you guys in Unit 2. So let's click on Projects. All right, uh, and first of all, shall I say, feel free to pause the video anytime you need to. This is at your own pace. That's why you guys have your headphones on and you're listening to this, so you can go at your own pace. All right, so make a new project. Clip Projects, new single user project. Yes, next. And let's call this your last name, Unit 2. And we don't want it in Documents Inventor. We want it on your folder on the desktop. I want to say it like a mantra, right? Everything goes in your folder on the desktop. So this allows you to browse the folders. And so whatever period you're in, click on that. And we're going to go to Unit 2. Unit 2, and let's put it there. And so it is called that. It's in Unit 2. Good times. Finish. Project. Okay, I already made it. Fair enough. All right. So actually, let me check that. Did I do that already? Let's go to desktop. And I already made one. Okay, so I'm going to put it in period 3 because I haven't made one for period 3 yet. Okay, Unit 2. Okay, and finish. And good times. All right, so now that you've made your project file for your folder, then we're going to go to New, and we're going to do a part file. Make sure you're in your unit, and so your name and your unit, create, okay, and again, we are making this guy right here. I'm going to give you all the dimensions and stuff, and we'll start off by making the rectangle for the bottom of the base, and this bottom rectangle is going to be a 3.5. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, while this right here is lit, where it says 0.999 at the top, I'm going to type 3.5. Whoops, make sure to number lock 3.5, and then press tab button. Press the tab button. And then I'm going to go out, and right here I'm going to type in 3 and then press enter. Double click my scroll wheel and I have 3.5 by 3. So notice that before I didn't have to dimension it when I made the rectangle. So if I make a rectangle right here, I can just I can type in the number. Let's say I could say 1 tab by 1 and then enter, and then it makes a 1 by 1 square. Okay, so that's really cool. So you can dimension it while you're making it. That is really handy. All right, let's get rid of that. And then so I'm going to extrude this, and this thing is about 1 inch thick. So I'm going to finish the sketch, and let's go ahead. It's thinking here, extrude, and 1 inch. That's what I want. Put 1 inch. Good to go. All right. Now I'm going to let's see what else I'm doing here. I did the bottom box. I'm going to make these two things on the side. I'll tell you what the dimensions are for that. And so I'm going to make a sketch, start a sketch on this plane right here. And those guys are rectangles. I'm going to go here. Note something. It's going to turn green when it snaps to. All right. And the width of those is 1 inch. 1 tab 1.5. Enter. Okay. And I'll go ahead, and sometimes it's not great to do 2 sketches that you want to extrude on one, but I think in this case it's simple enough that I can do that. Generally, you want to finish sketch, extrude, and do the other one. But let's just go ahead and do this one at the same time. I think this sketch is not that complicated. So we got one. Oh, no, this is a 1 point. No, this is, hold on. Yeah, this is 1. 1, tab, 1.5. All right, finish sketch. And we're going to extrude those guys, this one and this one. And those guys also come out 1 inch. All right, so we're going to go like this. All right, and then we are going to make a hole here in the center. So I'm going to go front view, and we can do the hole feature, but I'm just going to do a sketch here and make a circle and extrude it. Okay, and this circle, notice that if I started my sketch here, then I can do an X and Y of the center of the circle. And the center of a circle happens to be at, I'm going to press tab here, and notice that lit up 1.72, happens to be at 1.5, and it happens to be 0.75 up. Okay? And then the circle, that looks wrong. Oh, it's 1.75. All right, and the circle diameter is 0.5. All right, I'm gonna dimension this because it's actually wrong. So let's say you weren't able to dimension it, so you can always dimension it. I'm gonna dimension it from here to here, and it's not 1.5. It is in the middle, 1.75. I messed up. And it is 0.75 up. Let me check that dimension. 0.75 is good. Okay, finish sketch. Now what we'll do is we'll extrude cut. And so what we see here is that it's sticking out. That's not what we want. So we want an extrude cut. How far do we want to cut? Well, there's options through all to a certain distance. I could have it cut like 0.25 to next face, which would work. So to this face, next face, let's say there was another piece down here. There was like a blank area and another piece down here. Then through all would cut through everything. Through next would just cut through the next face. So either one, but through all works, and I press OK. All right, and we've made our part. Okay. One thing I want is I'm going to change my isometric view to have it look like it is on the paper, which is kind of like that. I'll show you how to do that. Well, you got to kind of find the angle where it looks that way. And I'm going to move my, let's see, where does it look that way? I think it's kind of roughly like that. So I want basically that corner right there. And so it's this corner, which is going to be this one right here. There we go. Okay, so that's the isometric view I want. I'm going to go to home. Whoops, I messed that up. Okay, so let's see, is it this one? No. That one? No. It is right there. It's that one. Okay, so I'm going to right click on the home, and I'm going to set current view at home from a fit to view would be fine. Okay, so that is my home view. So if I go out here and I click to home, it's going to go right there, and it's going to fit to view. That's great. I also want this to be my front face. So right here it says that's my bottom face. I'm going to change that. Right click again here. Right click and set current view as front. Okay, so now I have my front view, and that is all set to go. Okay, and that is the part we're going to dimension. I'm going to pause the video right now and have you guys dimension this in the next video.